Hey guys, this is Colton Lindberg with eXp Realty and the Callahan RE Group. Today we'll be taking a look at a market update for the city of San Pedro for August 2022. Make sure you guys stick around and watch the whole thing because I'll be going over some great information to help inform both buyers and sellers, and I will also be giving my market predictions for the market coming up. Alright guys, so let's jump on my computer and let's take a look at the numbers.
Hey guys, so here we are at my computer. We are going to be looking at the median sales price for a single family home in San Pedro. Right now we're sitting at $875 for the median sales price. That's pretty good. That's great for sellers because if we look back to 2020, we're sitting at $741. That is pretty great. That is $134,000 in passive income in just 2 years. I mean, that's pretty damn great. All right, now we are going to look at the amount of active listings. How many active listings do we have in San Pedro currently? Right now we're sitting at 50 active listings. If we compared that again to 2020, 56, we're right around the same time. So we're still seeing not a whole bunch of listings in the area, which is a good and a bad thing, right? Depending on who you are. If you're a seller, it's pretty good. You have less competition. If you're a buyer, there's going to be more competition for you because all the people who are buying are only looking at these 50 homes that are in the market. And it's probably going to happen that you guys are going to like the same thing at some point. All right, so now let's look at the days on market. Right now, San Pedro is sitting at a median days on market of 8. So that means some properties are sitting longer, some properties are sitting shorter. But on average, you can expect to see a property around 8 days to, I'd say, maybe a week. So what does that mean for buyers? For buyers, that means that you can't really go see a property on Monday and then hope 2 weeks down the line that it's still going to be there when you're ready to go and you finally get pre-qualified and you have all your ducks in a row. On the flip side, for sellers, it means your property, if it's priced right and marketed correctly and you use a professional real estate agent like myself, we will drive the property up and we will get you closer to that 8 days instead of that 2-week mark that we're seeing a little bit more of, right? So in January 2020, we were seeing an average of 44 days. So that's a little bit more worrying, right? You're trying to sell your property and yet you have to pay another mortgage on top of that is because you have to go through the whole entire escrow process as well. So this 8 days for sellers is a real big bonus. So now let's look at percentage of original list price. So real quick, what percentage of a list price means. It means if I list a home for, let's say, $1 million, I can expect to get, if it's at 100%, I can expect to get 100% of that $1 million. So let's take a look at San Pedro. Right now we're sitting at 102%. So you're going to get a little bit more than your listing price. So that's what that means for sellers. What it means for buyers is that you can expect to be paying a little bit over asking. So I would recommend that you look at properties slightly below your max budget or wherever you're comfortable at. I would do it slightly below, and that way so you have the ability to move up. But obviously it depends on the property. Like let's say it's a brand new property fresh to the market. I would make sure I'm looking at it and knowing, okay, I might have to pay a little bit more for this place. All right, now let's go over 2 months of supply. Currently in San Pedro, we have about 1.5 months of supply, 1.6. In the entire MLS, we have about 2.5 months of supply. What months of supply means is how long in months will it take for all of the inventory that we currently have on the market to go away. Right now, we're seeing it's 1.6. In a balanced market, we usually see anywhere from 4 months to 6 months of supply on the market. So we're still currently in a seller's market. So in my professional opinion, what I've been seeing is instead of like the craziness in peak COVID and low interest rates, we're seeing like multiple offer scenarios where we're looking at 10 offers or 12 offers. Now we're seeing more like 4 or 5 offers. So it's less competitive, but for buyers, it is still competitive. So again, you want to make sure that you can move quickly on a property when you identify it, and that you're as flexible as possible when it comes to terms and conditions and everything like that. Because again, you want to make yourself the most attractive. You want to make sure you have a good real estate agent who knows how to do that. And that I think is one of the most important things when you actually are thinking about buying a place, that you find a real estate agent who you know, like, and trust, and who you know will do the best job that they can do for you.
Alright guys, so those are the numbers. Now let me jump into what kind of my predictions are for this market coming up. We are seeing interest rates go up 0.5% almost every 2 weeks now. So what that's going to do is going to cut down the buying pool just a little bit. That's going to affect homes that are currently on the market. We're probably going to see less multiple offer situations. We're going to see homes start to sit on the market a little bit longer. But again, like I said, if you have a good real estate agent who knows how to market a property and price it correctly, you're not going to have too much of a problem. For buyers, we are currently seeing homes that have been listed for over 30 something days in some areas, and they're getting price reductions. So If you couldn't afford that house a month ago, you might be able to afford it now. So it is a fluctuating market. We're starting to see that the market was trending earlier. It was going straight up. Now it's kind of starting to plateau a little bit. So it is an exciting time for both buyers and sellers. You definitely want to make sure that you have a real estate agent who knows the market like the back of their hand and knows how to look out for your bottom line. All right, guys. Well, my name is Colton Lindberg. Thank you for watching all the way through. Please drop a like and hit the subscription bell on the bottom of this video. It really helps me out a lot to get this video out to more people. All right, guys. You have a good rest of your day.